Welcome back to Satisfactory. Hey, let's jump right into it. We need to make some fused modular frames. And yes, I am so glad you're here. We need to make sure that we have the fused modular frames to complete our last couple of project items here. And I'm looking at this and I'm trying to figure out exactly where to put this. I've marked a keystone. I think this is where I want to put it. And I think we will rotate this. I think I want this. So if I look at that, I can observe that we're sending in the materials we want. But is this isn't where I want this though. I want this on the white. Yes. Got to remember we have that little overhang in this design. That's where we want this. Right here. Boom. All right. And then I offset this by 1 foundation so we could put our vertical surface layer in here. Just like that. And then we're going to receive the fused frames on this line, and we're going to ship in the goods on this line. We're also going to receive the empty cans on this line. That's why there's 2 there. Because inside of this blueprint, there's both a blender and a packager. All right, so now, just looking at this build, making sure that we build this correctly, we're going to put 2 mergers in that corner. Okay, let's go back to where we were. Pick up the fused. In-game fused frame. Go into blueprint mode, and then we'll just look in that corner for 2. That's 3, so that's probably wrong. Rotate, rotate. Ah, there's 2. Click. And this is gonna be kind of like a first story, second story production pod. And click. So if we wanted to, we could make it a solid piece there, but we're not going to do that. We're going to start back up here. Let me run around for a second and see if we can do this with some power at our back. Yeah, that's going to be much better. All right, now normally we would try to Z this or S this, but I think it makes sense just to deliver a section of inputs and outputs here and do the same thing again up here as opposed to trying to S it. So we'll just click U here. U again. Keep on clicking. Now, it'll be interesting to see how this treats this expanse. I'd love to just click and have it go over it. Oh, wait. That looks like a possibility. We're going to have to put a floor on that. You know, maybe we should put the floor in first. Not necessary to do that, but just from our own sanity, it might help to know that we've got a floor down on this thing. Nope. Thank you. Okay, now let's go back. We want 2 mergers on this side. That looks right. Let's rotate it and check. Yeah, that's 3 splitters. 2 mergers. Click. I'm always worried this game is going to rotate the thing I'm trying to build with. We've got plenty of room to go down the line here. We don't want to go all the way down the line. Just from a stylistic standpoint, we want to be able to see the red, the blue, the purple, the orange. We want to get, you know, we want to taste the rainbow of all of our various departments. Look at that. I think we're okay here. Let's just grab a little bit of material so we can go back and belt. Though, we should probably also grab some stuff for putting some wires and some cables in, right? One moment. Won't be but a second. Okay. Let's see how complicated to belt this will be. Let's put in the belting. And then maybe when we get down to the end there, we'll also connect the materials up. Maybe try to get to building some of these things so we can have a little bit of a backlog. So when it comes time to build it properly, we can get a decent amount of frames done. Because what we want to do is have frames to build the nuclear pasta, but we also need it for some of the engine stuff. So that's kind of a gotcha here, is the fuse frames are represented in 2 in-game products. Boo. Let's do a trip with power. Oh boy. Oh, that was actually smooth if I did it on purpose. Because I do want to pull some power in. Though, this factory is working. Boy, it's going to be a long way to belt in all these materials. Kind of need power down here anyway. It would be nice to have some additional power sources upstairs that we can deal with. All right. We have power. Ooh. The question is always the same. Do I have what it takes to make light control panels? The answer in this case, no. That's okay. We just need to connect something so we can have some power flowing around here. And that something is going to be machines. It's actually a quick trip right here. Boom. The lighting will be connected upstairs on the same dual circuits, so we don't need to do anything too terribly fancy in that regard. We just need to get our machines connected. And here we go. All right. All machines should now at least be connected to power. They don't have any ingredients, but they've got power. And that means, almost more importantly at this point, I have power. I can hover around and do what I need to do. Now the question is, how do we get the good stuff up and into this little production pod that we've got built here? I'm thinking something simple, straightforward, and to the point. I might go close like this, or I could give ourselves some room. Should probably give ourselves some room. Let's go back. All right. So now I'm thinking, maybe we should do both sides of this. Let's, oh wait, this is not great. Or we split it underneath. Let's split it underneath. Before we build the upside of that. Try to make sure it's connected correctly, and it's not. See, this is why you always check first. All right, how to make sure you build this right the first time. Click on it, lift it up, turn it however you want it. And you're looking for that little square there. When that square interacts with the other floor, that's where you put your lift hole. Okay. I think it was back one this way, though. There we go. So you got to use the design as given. that's not the way I want to. I want to show the materials off being lifted in. If I'm going to do all this, I want to see it. Uh-huh. Exactly. All right, so those two levels are done, and then I suppose I could simplify it here by going straight to the middle. One off, and then we could combine these up here, though. Let's simplify our life a little bit. Let's combine this right here where we stand. I mean, if I move this in, I could probably tighten it up a little bit, but I don't really see any reason to. Oh, look at that. 90-degree angles built into the plan. Delightful. All right. So those outputs combine themselves. No further work to be done there. And then this side, we're going to have to split at the last moment and then lift it up individually. Not a huge deal. Just exploring both options as a methodology. All right, so we've already moved in the... This is the nitrogen gas. And... What is the... fused? I'm surprised I'm not seeing any more potential inputs. There's the casing. Where's my heavy modular frames? It probably should be here, but we probably haven't ordered any heavy modular frames. And you don't get when you don't ask. Yep. So there's our casing. And then we'll put the modular frame right on top of there. I wonder... Is it faster to whip out a blueprint to build this stack? It's gotta be, right? Let's find out. We got a blueprint designer right over there. And then secondarily, should I put some belts on it? That might not be faster because each belt could be 7. But if I put it inside of this, each belt would only be 4 at the longest. Though I would get to build that automatically. And then I just have to build little ones. I'm tempted to try it. I'll experiment so you don't have to. What we'll do is we'll clear the designer. We'll put this in and call it something after we've built it. And right in the middle, I think we want 1, 2, 3. How many are we dealing with? Because it's not just the inputs, it's also the outputs. So it's 4 plus 1 for the empty canister. So 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ooh, that seems really tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then we'll take you down. Let's see. There's 1 foundation space of space. We'll go all the way to the edge, I suppose. 1. Uh-oh. Overlapping. The first one is not overlapping, but the second one, built on top of it, is overlapping. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm glad I thought about that. We actually have the output of that can means that one of these is going to be directionally different than the rest. Yeah, see, check out that build right there. It's a little hole there where you can see some of the blue, but now you've got the red, the orange, the blue, the purple on top. I think it's coming out cool. What am I doing over here? We're checking the... Knowing me as I do, I would probably put the empty canister right next to the filled one. So if that's true, the empty is on level 2. I've only built 4 in here so far. Uh-oh, we've got a problem. That is going to get in the way. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's okay. I haven't used this bottom level for some reason. That's the return of the fused, probably. Yeah, okay. So if this is 1, 2, 3, I'm saying that the empty canister is right next to the nitrogen canister. And I was right. Nitrogen gas comes in, downloads, empty canisters go back out, uploads. So what did I say? If this is 2, that is 3. So 1 and 3 go one direction. And the rest go the other direction. One and 3. This one's one of the rest. You drag belts that aren't connected to things that have directional notions, then the direction you drag them is the direction they go. All right, so I think this is right. Let's call this something easy to remember, like in-game 5 belt. But we'll put it in the name category, if that's okay. And then we'll change the icon to a Mark 5. Can I just type 5 and get it? I can. All right, give me a second. I'll be right back and we'll put that blueprint into action and see if it works or if it's going to totally blow up on us. Be right back. Okay, we're back, but I had a thought. I should probably put something in here so I can easily tell what's going on directionally, right? Oh boy. So let's put one power pole kind of close to this. And then we'll connect power if we need it. We might not need it. I'm pressing my poor computer to the limit here. Now, I should have paid a little bit more attention to how we're going to put this down. Is there a way to tell? I think it was this way. But that's always going to be my guess. Ah, okay. So it's the other way around. Not too bad to delete this. Boy, selecting some random stuff there. It really deleted a shocking amount of foundations. I mean, my goodness. We'll fix that. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing, but opposite. And this bottom one will send the cubes back. Now, maybe the cubes don't go all the way down, but they probably will. We'll connect this one to this one, and this one to this one. And that's where we're planning to send back the empty cans. Okay. I think that's working. Yep. Let's turn on a little coffee stain here. player's in the way. Interesting. Are we in the zone yet? No, a little more. I'd say maybe one more click. We'll figure it out from here. And this is just a belt bust to get the stuff in and out. Let's see if we can window wiper wash this. We'll just go on that side, then we'll go that side, and we'll go to this side. It is trying to help me. It's quick locking to the next belt. Right, so let's click on this. If I click once on this one, it should automatically take me up one level to the next belt. And I can click again. Click again. I have to keep the mouse at least in the general vicinity for it to know what I'm trying to do. I mean, there's so many beautiful, subtle helps. I still don't understand why it tries to rotate splitters or mergers when you stack them, but this one is pretty nice. Okay. On this side, we need to pre-split, then load. And then on this side, we just need to off-ramp. One of these is gonna be the heavies. And I honestly don't know which one is which. I know the bottom one is for the output. And I would suppose that means this one's for the output. This one is for the empties. I guess that one is for the heavy modulars. Okay, well, I figured it out. Huh. I don't know which one of these is which. Let's not build that one first. Let's build this side first. Pull each one of these down facing away from each other. In the middle, we'll put a merge splitter. And we'll just sort of build a nice little dealio. Then we just need to target one of these amazing items. I mean, my original thought is just to There we go. We could do another one of these on the other side, but then that leaves us with a question. What do we do with the center? What do we do with the center? I'm not sure about this yet. Let's do this other one while we'll give ourselves some time to think about the other one. See, the top one is going to be the heavies. And this next one is going to be... So these are actually pretty set. We could put this on the back like this. We'll just loop around. All right, so if I wanted a 90 into here, it'd be 1, 2. I think this is actually right for this. Because we need 2 90s. And that should load. Oh no, I got too close. Maybe. Yeah, too close, too close. The spacing on here is significantly more than here. Okay, yep. If you're going to do that, you got to make sure you give yourself a little bit of space for the belt to bend. It's an unnatural bend. Like that. A little more space. I know. I'm spending way too much time on this. Player in the way. It's a little off. We'll come back and fix it later. I need to keep going here. Those casings are starting to flow. What I could do, I need to figure out how to get a splitter attached to the ceiling. That's what I really need. I don't think you can do this naturally. There's a gross way to do it. There. It's attached to the ceiling. Now I just connect you to there. connect you on this side and you on this side. Swap you in like that. And swap you in like that. And we have all of our materials connected and ready to go. Now I just need to go back and order some heavy modular frames. I probably should have done this a long time ago, but we'll run back and put in our order from the drone network. Making deliveries same day. Look, put them to shame. Let's see where we are here. Boo-doo-doo-boo-boo-boo. So the last one, it's so fresh it's not even connected. So I need to get in there and connect this one. Right into the water. Which direction was that? Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's right. You know what? Just gonna make myself a hole here. And I'll put it back. So we got a lot of belting, a lot of spaghetti going on here, but it all makes sense. What we need to do is find our drone port. Decide which one we're going to use for the heavies. It looks like we could use that one, but I think we shouldn't. Let's double back on some of these and make sure we're making use of all these. All right, that's where our casings are coming in. There's no drone here. And no port selected. Drone port 102, destination none. No drone, I would guess, is the error. Yeah, I'll have the stuff on me for drones right now. We'll just skip down to this one. Actually, you know what? We'll move the drone over to this one. Just so we know which one is empty next time we come back. Without having to check as much. And then here we'll call you end game heavy frame. I'm a poet and I was unaware of that fact. And demand. Go over to this port, look for a heavy frame ship passive. Order is put in. The output gets sent down. Like that. Let's make sure we keep an eye on the one that we want here. Then this needs to get some movement. I have been putting storage down, so I probably should, but for this one, I also know we don't need very many heavy modular frames to complete the game. Is that lined up? It actually is lined up. All right. That should give us the heavy modular frames that we so richly deserve. Now, all we have to do is wait, but we're not gonna wait because we got lots to do. Let's grab some... Well, actually, we're not doing too bad on supplies, but if we had access to some easy pipes, I would take those. I'd take some steel. I'd take a little bit. Don't need a lot of that. Quartz crystal. I'm looking for a touch of silica. Thank you. And it'd be nice to have some concrete, to be honest. And there's some concrete right there. Click, click. Well, I'm hesitating because I think... Let's look and see. We've got one... Uh-oh. I think I want to count here. So that's 16 minus the mistakes, 4. Well, it's already set to 12. That actually looks fine. I mean, who's going to look that deeply? Basically, it's already aligned without an additional service layer. So let's just close it off. Methinks we should close this off after we belt it. Ooh, I totally whiffed that. That's, oh, I deleted something I didn't want to delete. Okay, it was a window. Shoo. So move this here, then this back this way, and then this back this way. I had a thought. Let's grab, there's exactly 2 AI limiters in here. I think that's all you need. Let's check. Nope, we need 6. Surely there's some AI limiters around. Nope. We're waiting for the good stuff anyway, so I want to run back over here. I'm really enjoying how this is coming out. Just from a look and feel standpoint, it's kind of like classy, but then when the lights come on, it's like, you know, it's kind of like a computer with one too many RGB fans, which I kind of like as well. Looking for some of that good old AI limiter. Oh, there's 80 of them in here. Let's take half of them. Let's take all of them. I think I've gone as far as I can go as far as like box building. Thinking about what we're going to do next time around, because there will be a season 3, is probably exploring some more advanced techniques for interiors and thoughts regarding different shapes regarding the buildings themselves. You know, I am asking myself a question right now, which is, why aren't we freeing this nitrogen gas? Are you not powered? What's going on? What is happening? Oh no! Worst case scenario is happening. We got these two mixed up. And that means they're mixed up on every single machine. Yeah, that's the one thing you have to be careful of when you're dealing with multiple machine types in a single blueprint. Oh boy, this is gonna be a massive pain. We're gonna have to get all this stuff off the belt. But I think in order to prove that we've got it working correctly, the first thing we should do is get this connected. How should I get all this junk off the belt? Yes. That is how I should do it. That is a great idea, me. I'm still gonna have to kill the individuals, but at least I can bleed out all this bad stuff. Need to keep going until we see nitrogen. Put this belt back in place. Which should now have the right material on it. Now, have we also fixed this other one? No, we should do the same for this bottom belt. Bleed that one out. until we see it change. So it's going to start nitrogen, and we need to wait until it changes over to casing. Close that off. Then we should be able to just kill this and then reconnect it, but I'm going to have to do it 10 times. Okay. That wasn't a horrendous mistake. Our heavy modular frames have arrived, but we haven't started this connection. So I'm going to have to kill and rebuild every one of these belts. Why do I have to do it twice? That's the weird part. I guess the buffer in the splitter has one in it. Okay, I'm not gonna have you sit through me deleting and rebuilding belts. I think we've all learned a lesson that when you have a main belt that has that's connected to different machines, you just gotta make sure that you know which input is connecting to which machine. It's pretty straightforward. That means these upper ones are... Oh, these are broken in a different way. I didn't connect these. That's kind of exciting, because now I don't have to pause. I can just bleed these out until we get the change. If I can get them to build. Come on! No sipping coffee for you. Starting to think it would have been faster if I had just had to delete all the belts. There we go. So that should change. Okay, it did. Let's delete that. That line is clear now. Wait for it to change. And now we just have to sort of plan what we're going to connect. Looks like it's this one to this one. Oh boy. We're just destined to have issues. We're going to do something fancy to get that one to connect, but I think these other ones can connect. Let's do this. Let's see if we can walk it around. There's no way to connect that. Uh-oh. And we're already in our service layer area. Well, let's see if we can connect these other two. See how bad this is. We might just have to gently hack this. And by gently, I mean extremely. This is a bit of a mess. All that to still have it not be connectable. No one look, because it's about to get worse before it gets better. I love that. It's white till I click, then it's red. The worst. Okay, we got it. Good news is, once we're done, we'll never have to come back in here. Why aren't you building? Why aren't you making nitrogen gas? Why aren't you making nitrogen gas? What is going on here? 25 nitrogen gas, and this has 4 nitrogen gas. It's gas, so it doesn't have a pump need. Flow rate 0. Oh, I connected the inputs instead of the outputs. Boy, I am just destined to mess up this blueprint. This is wacky. I'm going to have to, what, delete this and then whip it around? Blueprints are amazing. It's just that they amplify your mistakes as well as your genius. In this case, mistakes. Finally, we're making our first cube. Okay, I'm going to pause and I'm going to fix this pipe. And then I'm going to go so far as to fix the... I thought that was too easy. And then I'm going to go and fix the... blueprint as well. I'll be right back once that's done. And we're back. Everything's connected. I was just going through with the paint. Just painting everything up. Getting everything all nice and white. It's actually concrete color, but there we go. And now we're actually making fused cubes and not making fused cubes. Each blender has its own personal packager, cranking out just enough nitrogen gas. The cubes are... oh no. What have I done again? Nitrogen tanks are on the top here. They're on the top here. Why are there nitrogen tanks on the bottom here? I do not understand. Haha. Clip City. Clip City will do that to you. I was thinking this had to have violated some law of physics, and that'll do it. All right, we'll have to do a bleed out on this output, and then we'll connect it afterwards. But I think we're ready. Just take a quick peek upstairs. I see all green lights. So let's get down into the service layer. Put down a... See, this is one of those things that those high quality, well previously thought out type YouTubers you'll never see. Cool and honest mistakes and how to resolve them. You just have to bleed out the line until it runs clear. Ooh, why can't I take all? That was weird. And then we'll do it on this side. Well, I thought it was good, but now I'm seeing one or two. I think based off of that, we're good to say that we have cleaned out that line as well. And now we can reconnect. I'm surprised I'm not making crates all over the place, but we're still good. Oh, if I do something with this, we're in trouble. Yeah, let's take the fuse cubes, and then we'll temporarily connect this back to here. Send some empties down the line. That drone probably is looking for some empties anyway, so this is good timing, actually. I'm going to take all these and then control-click them all back just to make sure I got them all in there. We'll let these bleed off. See ya. Thank you. And now it's a matter of just getting this right, which isn't as easy as it should be. Let's just check and see what we're dealing with. Okay, so that's the cubes. We want to deal with that one in a second. Let's deal with the empty cans first. And we're not going to make this perfect. It's a lot of empty cans up there. You know, while we're at it, let's go up here and get one of those classic Series 1 screenshots. Oh. Do I have all of these in my inventory? Let's go out of our way to make this screenshot happen. Okay, so now we just need to deliver the cubes. Now, the interesting thing is, technically, we might not want to ship the cubes all the way to the end. And we definitely don't want to ship them out because we got to use the fuse cubes to make the pressurized cubes so we can then make the nuclear pasta. So I'm going to submit that we'll just store them right here. And if we decide to connect it, then we connect it. But if we don't, then we don't. This is an amazing selection of options. Are we done? I think we're done. It's funny, sometimes it syncs up on you. And since we're bored, we'll drop off a... Uh-oh. We need some casings. We'll drop this overclock right here and let this guy go. And then... let's build some walls. Build a wall right here. I'm about to run out of steel beams. Let me grab some steel beams real quick and then I'll be back and we'll finish up the decoration and we'll call it. All right. I believe, though I can't guarantee, that I have enough stuff to finish this build. I like the look of that. We should have built that on the last episode. This is kind of like a little extra here. Nice to see all that nice and lined up. And then we'll just build a kind of corollary to this one over here. I never plan to enter this again. But if I have to, it's always nice for there to be a door. I think since this is a sub-level, it makes sense to square that one off. And then we'll come over here and square this one off and we'll be done. All right. We are done. Well, we got one more thing we can do. Oh, wait. We have two more things we have to do. Oh, boy. What am I doing? Copy, paste. Did I happen to bring some signs with me? Let's see. Organization. Let's try one of these bigger signs. Like a small billboard. You know, a small billboard might work. I need crystal oscillators, though. We'll give it a shot. I lamented this last episode and then didn't try it. Oh, it's nighttime again. Probably don't have enough time to finish all this up during this single nighttime. Not to say it's going to keep us from trying. Trying to find where I need to connect this next level, because these are all in the same color code controls. I think I actually want to reverse this. Let's put the red on this side and the orange on this side. Is a key consideration that one must make. Yeah, exactly the opposite of the previous building. Let's see if we can get a little distance. Not a lot. Not for the purposes really of another screenshot, because I think that screenshot's actually better than the one I originally had, but just to see what we have and what we have left. We know we have 2 levels of cubes to build. And we've got 2 levels of cubes. One of those cubes, so we're going to go from pressure. No, we're going to go from fuse to pressure to pasta. And then we've got the thermal rockets. Maybe 3 videos left. And then we'll live stream on Sunday. But I don't know. I'm liking the way this is looking. It's still very like 1980s neo synthwave, but not sure that's a bad thing. Okay, we're done. We got about 3 more videos to go. I'm really liking the way this is coming together. We've got, I think I'm going to build like a tower. I'm going to try something crazy and build a 45-degree tower right here where we make the pressure cubes. And then we'll just output the results either down here 1 level or right here in front of everyone. Maybe we'll do like a stair step for the particle colliders. What did I say we have left? We've got to build the thermal rockets, and we've got to build the pressure cubes, and then the nuclear pasta. The nuclear pasta will probably just build outside. So I've got to figure out how or where I'm going to put the thermal rockets. That's going to be the interesting one. But that's definitely something to consider for the next episode. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it, and we will see you next time.